Nice to meet you. Welcome to today's presentation. My name is Yutai Kim, and my co-author is Seungyeon Han. We are from South Korea, and I will be speaking about upgrade for enterprise security based on big data. This is our biography. Mr. Han and I got an interesting experience in security area. Among them, we built up big data system. So I introduced my experience, include detailed example from collecting data to machine learning analysis. So what do you think about big data? And what can you do using big data system? I think big data is looking for important meaning in data. That data seems to be garbage or nothing. For example, some company used to receive about 1 million email every day. It is possible to check all email and to detect malicious mail among them. I think it is impossible. So I introduced my experience to build a big data system from the view of security manager, not solutions vendor, not data scientist, just enterprise security manager. What do you think about this log? I'm sure you have already a scenario. Of course, this is a pylon node attack, and the scenario is some hacker connected the website and joined the membership, and would be found some web page is to possible upload file, and hacker try to execute the file. Hacker try to search the location of file. If you are in charge of security, you have already knew. But data scientist is not. Of course, they are expert the method of data analysis, but it is so difficult to understand correct meaning in security event. So, based on my experience, if we understand the logic of data analysis, we can make easily big data system. So I introduced this process that is collecting data and finding meaning in data step by step. And I will explain this presentation using Splunk. Splunk is one of SIEM solution. Even if you want to other solution like ELK, don't worry. I think flow is the same. So I hope that you listen to just the flow, how to access data, and how to deal with the data. First is collecting data. Most SIEM solution has been supporting various way to collect data. Please watch this video. First is syslog. I'm sorry. Okay, most security solution has been supporting syslog to collect data. In case of FireNX, also supported syslog format. Click settings. And click notification. and click rsyslog, and click add. Input the name of syslog profile, and input IP address, and select syslog format, which you want. I will set default. Click add. After setting syslog, we can see detection log from FireINX. But some solutions do not support syslog, and then we can collect data directly from database. This is a sample database, has a blocked IP list. First of all, we need to set account profile. Click identity. Input your ID and password from database. And click save. And then we need to set connection profile. Input the name of connection. And select account profile. And select your type of database. And select time zone. Input IP address and port of database. Input default database. And click save. And then this is the last stage to collect data from database. Select connection profile. And select database. And select table. And Splunk has been supporting two modes, batch and rising. If you want to use rising, you need to set rising column. Rising column is usually setting the type of date or sequence. And then input your SQL query, which you want to collect data. And then next, input the profile of DB connector. And input execution frequency. And this is metadata supported Splunk. I will explain this metadata next slide. And finish. After setting database, you can see stored data from database. And this is the log. And this is a blocked IP list from database. And then, if you want to collect data from server or personal computer, and you can use app called Forwarder. In case of ELK, called Logstash. First of all, we need to set receiving port. And I'll set 55123. And this is install file. Check license. And this is install option. Input your ID and password. Input IP address and of Splunk and port. After setting agent, you can see stored data from agent. I'll show you security log. This is security log of window event. A little while ago, you would be watched to input host or source type to collect data from database. Splunk has been support metadata to access data like NoSQL. This metadata called field. The field has a difference each device, and I will explain common field that is index or source type and source and host. Index means usually RDBMS in database, and source type is log format. And host is usually IP address to distinguish each device. These fields are used for searching data. For example, if you want to check all of file log, you type like this. This is a file log. And then, if you want to check only one of file log, you input with host. And if you store IPS and firewall in same index, you can search all event of IPS and firewall using index field. This is depending on the amount of data, separate index or combined. Anyway, it is very important that you have to detailed control this metadata, because you can search data which you want more quickly and effectively. And after collecting data, it is very important to extract field. Extracting field is log parsing. This is sorting out the main meaning of the field in each log. Of course, most SIM solution can search before extracting field. For example, when you input IP address on the command line, Splunk will search include IP address. But we don't want this simple string search because simple string search is not impossible to use statistical analysis or correlation analysis. So let's extract the field. Most security vendor release log format of their solution. So using this format, you can extract the field by hand. But I introduce a more simple method that is app. App is plugin supported Splunk. If you use app, you can extract the field automatically. So I will install Palo Alto app. Installation is so simple. Download this file and upload. That's it. We need libit. Actually, I worried about that. I may not be able to use internet when presentation, so I prepared this app, but everyone can download this app in website of Splunk base. After installation, you can see extracting field automatically. But every solution do not support this app, so we need to know extract the field by hand, and we have to understand the meaning of each field. Okay. After collecting data and extract the field complete, we are ready to control big data. So I introduce the method to try analysis in security area. I think for detecting attack, most security manager tend to depend on the pattern of security device. So I introduce another method of detection using big data. We have a huge web node. First is detecting file upload attack using web node. We have a huge web node. We need to find the evidence of attack, but if we could use just text without any parsing, it is so difficult. But if we have a SIM solution, it is so easy. Think about general file upload attack. Some hacker would be uploaded malicious file like web shell, and hacker try to execute this file. But the normal file in web directory of web service is executed many times by users. So, but the file uploaded by hacker is executed by only hacker. So that executed count is less than other normal file. So if we check executed count, we can detect suspected log. I'll explain this query. URI path is a field, and stats count by URI path means count based on URI. And then you can see the count of cmd.jsp is less than other normal file. And click this URI. And then you can see detailed log. Hacker try to attack. And next is statistical analysis. I think statistical analysis is a useful and effective method in big data because in IT operation, most events has a pattern. So, here is a file log. File log has a session log, and session log has throughput. So if we check throughput, and we can find abnormal action. Using statistical analysis, we can find the throughput based on day and weeks and months. I will show you based on day. And then the throughput also has a pattern about 17,000 count. And then we can make visualization. After making a visualization, we can check some different points, and at that point, we can see that throughput seems to be to increase like DDoS, and click this point. And sorting out the count based on source IP. And we can detect IP address caused by DDoS attack. And next is correlation analysis. I think correlation analysis is a very powerful method in big data because it would be inefficient to analyze data individually, each solution and each sub. For example, suppose some hacker try to 10 attack, and among them, 8 accounts were blocked by web application firewall, and 2 accounts were bypassed. In this case, most security manager would be checked the log of web application firewall, and he recognized only 8 accounts. So, and he feels so relief because he think every attack is blocked. Actually, every security solution always have possibility to bypass. So we cannot assure that security solution perfectly detect all attack. So I made a sample dashboard is related by web application firewall and web log. This dashboard is when web application firewall detect attack, then combine the web log based on detected IP. So you can see 7 counts in web log. Click this count. You can see detailed log. Hacker try to input various string for SQL injection. So using this correlation analysis, we can detect bypassed attack we could not recognize before. And this is last chapter. I feel so impressive to read this article. The title "Machine Learning Engineer Will Start to Disappear." I think will start to disappear means using machine learning is easier than now. Actually, most SIM solution has been supporting machine learning app, and this app is easy to use. Splunk also has been supporting machine learning app like this. I think using this app means most people don't know the logic of vending machine, but everyone can use vending machine. So although we don't know correct algorithm of machine learning, or we cannot make the code of machine learning, if we use this app, we can make machine learning system easily. So I considering where is the best place to use machine learning in security area. I think false negative. Every security event would be divided two sections. One is attack, other is normal. Attack and normal is divided two sections. Attack is real attack and false positive, and normal is real normal and false negative. Actually, real attack and real normal is no problem because this is correct action, and false positive is a small problem because at least we can recognize this. We need just overtime work to fix it. But false negative is a big problem because in this case, some hacker try to attack and some attack would be success, but security manager is no way to recognize this attack. So I introduced two use case of machine learning about false negative. First is detecting malicious mail that bypass security mail solution using similarity analysis. Now, recently, the attack using spam mail is open to happen. But this attack is easy to bypass. So, to solve this problem, we use TF-IDF and K-means algorithm for similarity analysis. TF-IDF is a common algorithm is used by web portal like Google or Yandex for related search. And K-means is one of unsupervised learning. K-means is grouping as K. It's called clustering in machine learning area. Let's see more detailed TF-IDF. TF means how many counts of specific word in sentence. So after applying just TF, I have two sentences. First is positive hack days, and second sentence is hack days. After applying just TF, first sentence is one positive, one hack, 1 days. And second sentence is 2 hack and 1 days. And TF means how many use specific word in all sentence. And IDF means inverse of TF. So after applying TF IDF, the value is below table. Do you understand this value? Actually, I think the numeric value is not important to security manager. We need to remember TF-IDF is divided sentence by space, and TF-IDF used to analyze relation between word in sentence. Okay, let's see more detailed K-means. I have 4 sentences, positive hack days and negative hack days, and PH days funny and PH days good. Could we divide the 4 sentences into 2 groups using similarity? I'm sure everyone is divided like that. First is positive hack days and negative hack days, and second group is PH days is funny and PH days is good. And then how about machine? Splunk has also same idea. This is clustering using k-means. So I introduce our concept of similarity analysis. First, we need to extract characteristic male subject using TF-IDF. And second is using k-means, grouping with similarity of male subject based on the result of TF-IDF. And then there are three groups. First is the group of each blocked male. This is real attack, and security solution would be blocked. So this is no problem. And second is the group of each normal male. Normal male is normal, so this is also no problem. But last is our detection mechanism. In some clustering, blocked male and normal male are grouped together. This means some except male has a similar subject, and that similar subject has been blocked before. So this is a false negative, and we detect this. So I will show you a demo video. Please watch this video. I prepared 200,000 email, and there are normal mail and malicious mail. And I prepared 10 bypassed email. So I show you detect that bypass email. First, this is a very simple situation because that attacker has the same subject. So this is a very simple situation. But recently, hackers have to send like this, change the mail subject, each receiver. So this is very difficult to recognize, and this is so easy to bypass. So I'll show you similarity analysis. And first of all, how to use TF-IDF algorithm. This is really simple. You just type feed and TF-IDF and field which you want to analyze. After applying TF-IDF, Splunk is divided by space, and you can like this. And then we need to apply k-means and how to use k-means. It is also so simple. You just type feed and k-means and field which you want. So after applying k-means, Splunk, same subject has same clustering number, and similar mail subject has also same clustering number. So let's detect bypassed email. This is a bypassed email. And I will introduce second use case. And before that, we need to understand the linear regression. Linear regression is also simple. We need to remember just to search for weighted value and make line. One default format of one-dimensional graph is y is ax plus b. For example, when x is 2, then y is 2. And when x is 4, and then y is 3. In this case, what is a and b? Of course, a is 0.5 and b is 1. So that graph format is y is 0.5x plus 1. So how about when x is 6, y's value? Of course, y's value is 4. And how about when x is 2, 1, 5, 7, or 2? Can you predict y's value? This is linear regression. Through the given x and y, search for weighted value and make line. And then no matter what x is value, we can predict y's value. And using this algorithm, finding in meaning in data and make baseline. And if some data has a difference more than baseline, we can detect this. So, and I show you demo video about predicting malicious user before an attack. Please watch the video. If you are a normal user, when surfing website, you would be check what you want and what you need, and you would be executed URI in specific range. But how about attacker? Hacker need to collect data, and hacker need to test data. So hacker would be clicked much time. But this action is not blocked by security solution because this action is close to normal action. This is not attack. So and of course, hacker try to SQL injection. And then how to detect this action? I think using linear regression, predict URI count based on source IP, we can detect this action. I made this dashboard using linear regression. Blue line is real count called URI, and yellow line is count predicted by machine. So detection mechanism is hacker have to execute the URI more than normal user, and that executed count will be higher than predicted count. So we detect like this. Each color means cold URI, and sorting out time period, I made visualization for recognition of normal action at a glance. Okay, my presentation is finished, and I'd like to thank you for listening to my presentation. Do you have any question?
Hello, thank you very much. Do you have a mapping use case with Mitra Track Technical? And if true, maybe we show us how we can mapping.
Oh, I can listen.
Do you mapping with your use cases? Attack Mitra Technical ID, maybe.
Okay. Actually, English is not my first language, so I don't understand what you say. So please send me by email.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.